Collage, the landscape, part 2. Part 2 of the foreground. So here we go. Watch the video for the second part. Welcome back to the second part. Now we're going to add some pink, red, and yellow paper to the bottom part. Remember, gel first. And then we add the papers. I'm going to tear this one because it's a little too big. There's a part that I like, and I'm going to add it. And here we go. Remember to overlap the papers. So put a little bit of that yellow red paper so it covers the edge of the blue. You want to have the overlap so that there isn't a little white line there everywhere. So remember, gel under, gel over, brush carefully to get rid of all the air bubbles. And I'm going to keep adding until this space is filled. So I'm going to tear another piece and add it in. Look how beautiful it is when there's an overlap. When the two papers join, it creates a third color. And it's just beautiful. I love that overlap. That's the best part of collage. Now, I don't like that peach color at the top all by itself, so I'm going to add a piece like this, a little bit of the red yellow on top of the peach so there's a color repetition. I really want to repeat those colors, and that's what makes a painting more harmonious and more interesting. Your goal as a creator is to make your painting or collage so interesting that the viewer can't help but stare at it for hours and keep looking at it and love it so much. That's your goal. So I add little pieces till most of the paper is covered. And I'm also going to add some strips on top of the blue area, so I have some more repetition. But first, I'll cover the edges very carefully. You don't have to do this part right away. You can let the top dry and then later on do the edges. Quite often, I just let the top dry and then I go for the edges. That way there's no danger that I might tear a paper from the top. So here's my strip. I just have to decide where I'm going to put it. The blue area is still quite damp from the gel, so I can just put it on top. And here we go. It does create a little bit of green. Blue plus yellow equals green. So there's a repetition of the top area of the green. I'm going to add one more strip right there. And still damp, so I can keep going. Remember, I started this piece and I've done all this section in one sitting. You don't have to. You can take your time and do one little bit, leave it, come back and decide later. I'm just doing it for you because of this is a video. So I keep the edges tidy here, and that's basically it. Now what I'm going to do is let the whole thing dry and then decide what to do next. So do this step and we'll see you in the next section.